welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today, and thank you for clicking on this video. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. I want to share something with you guys today that has been on my mind for a couple of days now. Because of this COVID-19, this whole virus thing, a lot of things has happened. I mean, people have lost their jobs, families are falling apart, parents cannot feed their kids, they are living from hand to mouth, people are losing their health. I mean, things are happening, and it has turned the whole world upside down because of a virus. And also, I'll encourage you, if you have family and friends, please check on them, call them on the phone, know how they are faring, especially people that are abroad, your families abroad. Call them, know how they are faring, and however you can help them financially, please do. I mean, nothing is too small at this point. Nothing is too small, because now, like I said, people have lost their jobs. People are struggling, so that even if you give somebody a little thing, it might be a little thing to you, a little token to you, but you don't know that giving that person that say $50 or $20 would take them far, will help them tremendously. So whatever you can do now to help other people, please do. Nothing is too small, and make sure you check on your family and your friends too. So what has been keeping me busy during this quarantine I went on Instagram and I saw people saying that they're anxious. Some people say because of the lockdown they are depressed, they are bored, they are anxious, they are sad. I mean, all kinds of negative things. And I'm wondering, I mean, by the time we're done with this whole lockdown thing, a lot of people will be mentally sick, you know. And to think that in some countries they don't even allow people to go outside, not even to get food, that I cannot even imagine that. But I mean, here we are allowed to go out. You can walk around your neighborhood. I do walk around my neighborhood. You can go to the store to buy groceries, and you can go, some people still go to church, but not the big churches. The small churches are still open. So I mean, but for the ones that stay at home, no way to go. I can't even imagine that. So I know that this is not the case for everybody. Like in my case, it is different, because every day I am busy. I keep myself busy, and I want to share with you what I have been doing during this time to keep me busy. So if you're staying at home, you don't have a job, you don't have anything to do, I'll share with you what I do, and hopefully this can be helpful to you, and equally encourage you to do a thing or two for yourself to keep you busy, so that you can be mentally, you know, balanced. So first thing what I do is that my kids keep me busy. I mean, if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. I have my son is 2 years and some months, going to 3 years, and my daughter is almost going to 2 years. So I mean, they keep me busy every time. But then I equally have other things that I do. I do gardening in my backyard, which after this video I will take you around my garden, and I'll show you take you around my garden. So I'll show you the different vegetables that I do, that I planted. So that's the second thing that keeps me busy. The third thing that keeps me busy is that, I mean, you know, as a wife, you cook, you clean the house, you do what you can in your home. So that's another, taking care of the house, and that's another thing that keeps me busy. The fourth thing that keeps me busy is that I read. I mean, now more than ever is the time that young people, everybody should be involved in reading. But Unfortunately, not a lot of people read, especially now with social media. People rarely read. But if you read now, it's gonna help you a lot. I saw the news headline the other day that 3.3 million Americans lost their jobs, and the number keeps increasing because of this COVID-19 stuff. 3.3 million Americans lost their jobs, and millions, I can't remember the exact number for the people that filed for unemployment. Millions filed for unemployment, meaning that millions of people, families, lost their jobs, their income. So how do they survive? Can you even imagine how they cope in their homes? Especially parents who have kids. How do they survive? So now, like I said, more than ever is a time for us to get into self-education. Educate yourself, especially financially. Why am I saying this? Because I have a friend who studied business administration in school. The other one did economics. The other one did finance in school, in college. Studied those things in college. Guess what? They never taught them about financial education. I mean, the practical part of it. They don't teach you financial education in school. Okay, I studied linguistics, and my degree is in my box. I haven't used it. What am I gonna do? So what I do is that every night before I go to bed, I spend time to read, and I have some books that I'm going to share with you that have been helpful to me, and I have learned so much reading these books, and I know that it's gonna be very helpful to you too. If you're home not doing anything, you can pick up these books and read and learn about your own finances. Educate yourself, because the school system is not helpful. Why? Because the politicians, all these rich people, they hijacked the school system. So they only teach you things that they want you to know. Now, if they teach you about finances, teach you about money, who's gonna be the employee? Who's gonna work for them? So you have to educate yourself. That's what I do. No matter how tired I get, before I am every day running around with the kids and doing all of my home chores. Before I go to bed, I read at least 2 chapters before I go to bed, because I'm doing it for myself and for my children. I'm educating myself about my finances, because I want to be prepared next time when the market crashes. Like now, look at, a lot of people have lost their money. People who have 401ks, retirement funds. You look at somebody, for example, who is 65 years old, losing up to $200,000 in his retirement account. When is it gonna, what time does he have to recoup that money again? I'm telling you, it is terrible. It is terrible. So I'm gonna share with you some books that have been helpful to me, some personal finance books, and if you have some that you have read yourself that have been helpful to you, you can share it down the comment section below, so that we can I can get them too and read, and we learn from each other, okay? So that by the time we get to another market crash, we know what to do. We don't lose money, because by the time it happens, we must have been well prepared because of the knowledge that we have. So people that are rich, the only difference between the rich people and the poor people is that they know things. The rich people know things that the poor people don't know, and the rich people do things that the poor people don't do. Okay? So we have to educate ourselves on our finances, read self-help books, especially, let's do this especially for our families, for our children, and for ourselves too. Because if you educate yourself about your finances, like now, a lot of people are still making money even in this market crash. A lot of people are still making money. How do they do it? if you learn, you can do that too. You can do what they do too, so that even if anything happens, even if you don't go to work, even if you lose your job, you still have income coming in, so that you don't have any problem with your family, taking care of your family. So yeah, without wasting your time, let me share with you some of the books that I've been reading. This is just a little bit of it. I read one book every month, and this is one book that have been helpful to me, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has changed the first time that I read this book changed the way I think, the way I see things, the way I operate now. So this book, I'll recommend you get Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you have young children, what I mean is teenagers, get them a copy of this book to read. Okay, another book that I read that helped me to is this Rich Dad's Guide to Investing, still by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, so get this one too and read. Another one is this one by Tony Robbins, called Money Master the Game. This one, before now, if a book is this big, I wouldn't read it. I'm telling you the gospel truth, I wouldn't read it. But now I know why I'm reading it, and I do not mind reading books that are even bigger volumes than this. So I read it because now I know why I'm reading it. Okay, and they have been really helpful. The next one is this, The Automatic Millionaire. This is another book that you don't want to miss, by David Batch. This is another book that you don't want to miss. Okay, so get yourself a copy of these two. And if you have books too, personal finance books too, that you read that have been helpful to you, like I said, please share it down the comment section so that we can equally learn from each other too. Okay, so thank you guys for stopping by my channel today. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon and select all, so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Okay. All right, and then you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Savannah Niger Foodie, Savannah Niger Foodie. Okay, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. But before ending this video, I'm gonna take you around my garden and show you my beautiful garden. So make sure you take care of yourself now, take care of your family, and stay safe. Keep yourself busy with reading, gardening, doing exercise, meditating. You can start a YouTube channel too. Do whatever is good for your mental health. Okay, do not stay idle, and know that this thing will pass too. Okay, this is not permanent, it's gonna pass. So whatever you go through now, I just want you to know that this season is gonna be over. Okay, and everything will be okay. So just hang in there and know that everything is gonna be okay. I love you all. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Thank you guys. All right.